Guys, what is up? We are out riding another e-bike yet again, and the weather is perfect for it today. It's been a great day, honestly. But guys, today I have the pleasure of riding the Vetanya Alligator. This is, I think, one of their newer models on their e-bike line. And so far, this bike is a monster. I have put around 6 miles or so on the bike already, and it has been a blast. It's very smooth, has probably the most torque I've ever felt out of any other e-bike I've ridden so far, or at least top 3. And it has a lot of features on it as well. So we're going to get into everything for you guys. You can see what we're looking at. Let's waste no more time. So guys, one of the biggest things with this bike that I noticed immediately after picking it up was the massive tires on this thing. This bike has 26-inch tires on it, which is, I believe, these are the biggest wheels I've had on any e-bike that I've owned. And you can tell this thing is very tall, it stands very high, but it is very helpful in the off-road scenarios you're in, like right now. It really helps smoothen the ride out, and I like sitting up taller too, so that is definitely a great perk that comes with this e-bike, that is for sure. Another good feature on this e-bike, you guys, is you have suspension in the front that can be left open if you are riding off-road and you need a little bit of suspension. And if you're riding on-road, you can leave it closed, so it's going to just go ahead and completely lock your suspension. It'll give you a smoother ride on-road and a little bit higher top speed because you won't have that, again, that travel in the front. So that's always a nice little add-on feature to the bike. Keeps it versatile. This bike does also have hydraulic brakes, which feels great on this thing. It's very smooth. The brakes are very strong. And this bike is very, very sturdy feeling, and it looks incredibly sturdy as well. The payload on it is about 400 pounds, so you are able to, it can carry a lot. Let's just say that. 400 pounds is a lot. They claim top speed on this thing is 28 miles per hour. Right now, I'm all thumb throttle. The thumb throttle is mounted on the left side, and we are cruising at 22.5. We're at 23 and still climbing. So the thumb throttle might take us all the way to the 28. If it doesn't, we are going to do a top speed test and pedal assist to see what it can get us to. The bike's display looks great. We'll go ahead and do a rundown of that really quick for all you guys that want to check it out. You have your speedometer right in the middle on the top. Beneath that is your pedal assist setting. Right now we are on 5. It goes 1 through 5. And beneath that you have your odometer. And then just to the left of your pedal assist number is going to be your battery percentage as well. That's where you're going to keep track of your battery, obviously. And the display is mounted vertically, which looks nice on this bike. It really does. The bike does come with a typical Shimano shifter, 7-speed, so if you don't want to use a pedal assist or the battery at all, the motor, you can go ahead and shut it off and you can just shift through your gears and just pedal. And so far, I think it adjusts very smoothly like any shifter would, how you'd expect. And the pedal assist really kicks in really well. When you're pedaling, this thing really, really wants to go. I mean, we're already going call it 25 miles an hour, and I'm not even pedaling crazy fast, so this thing will easily go 28. Guys, we're gonna go ahead and turn around here and get our top speed test in really quick. So what I'm going to do, since we're gonna do it in the road, is I'm gonna lock the front suspension really quick so we don't have any travel holding us down here. Let's go ahead and lock that up. Perfect, we're locked up. I mean, you can see how quickly this thing takes off, and it's cool. It has a little RPM gauge wrapping around the top of your speedometer here. And right now, guys, I'm not even pedaling all that fast. I mean, I'm kind of just, we're already well over 28, 29. I think I got that thing just shy of 30 miles an hour. So this thing cooks if you're willing to put a little bit of work in, that's for sure. We're gonna call it 30 miles per hour top speed. So that's quick, or I should say that's fast. But guys, what we're gonna do is pull over here, give you guys some B-roll so you can see what this bike has to offer. It has a really sleek look. It's really, really sturdy. Has a great look to it. We're gonna go into the specs so you guys can check it out. Let me park it up here. All right, guys, this is the Vetanya Alligator Ebike, and like I said, this thing's a monster. Guys, we're gonna go ahead and start with the heart of the bike per usual. The battery, which is mounted right up here in the frame, is a 48 volt, 20 amp hour Samsung lithium ion battery, I believe. But this thing is great. I think it's going to give you around 70 to 90 miles per charge. Depends on what kind of pedal assist you are using, obviously. It also has a security feature with the keys. There's a spot for the keys to go ahead and pop this battery out. You can pull the battery out and charge it inside by yourself, or just take it out for security purposes if you have this thing parked outside. It is a step-through style bike, which means there's no crossbar here, so it makes it a lot easier for shorter riders to step through like this and stand on the bike without it being too tall for them. This is best suited for 5'3" to 6'8", 5'3" to 6'8" riders. So you do have a big window there. It kind of works for a very vast variety of riders, so you really don't have to worry too much about that. It does have a cadence sensor, headlight, and a taillight as well. They are integrated. Well, the taillight is, it'll go ahead and flash when you're braking and things like that, so that is always super nice to have for safety. You have a cargo rack on the back for storing or bringing anything along with you. Vetanya on their website has a ridiculous amount of accessories you can buy to mount to this bike. So you will see all kinds of threaded holes here on the bike where you can go ahead and mount and kind of build out your own design here for this bike, which is really cool and a lot of fun. The bike does weigh just shy of 75 pounds, so for the size of it, it's really not that heavy of a bike, surprisingly, again, for the size. Like I said, these tires, they take about 20 PSI, and these things are massive. Like I said, guys, 26 by 4-inch tires. These things are huge. Again, guys, this bike also does have hydraulic brakes, like I said, which is always such a good thing. The seat is fully adjustable per usual, and it does have also some suspension in it as well. So if you hit any big bumps, the seat is going to kind of suspend for you a little bit, give you some travel, so that's always nice for the butt. The pedals are sturdy. The crankset is aluminum alloy. It's all very solid, nice and light too. Comes with a rear fender to keep the back clean, also a front, but as you guys know, I really never put the front fender on because I think it looks better without it. I do keep it though, just in case I change my mind. It does have a KMC rust-proof chain, which is always nice. Definitely make sure to maintain your chain. And on that note, you guys, this bike is going to take you about 5 to 6 hours to charge from dead, so nothing crazy there, and it does a great job charging up. And guys, these grips are definitely pretty premium for what the bike is. They're very comfortable, offer some relief for your pressure points in your hand, and they are like stitched leather. I believe it's a composite, not real leather, but they feel nice. Very, very nice. You have a headlight button here on the left side to turn your headlight on and off, and you have a horn on this side, which is actually very loud. And then on the right side, you have an M button, which is going to play as your power button, and you can go ahead and click through it so you have your time, your miles for this trip, the voltage going out, and things like that. So that's very cool. And the time is your time of this trip, how long the bike has been on. And then your arrows here on the right are obviously to click through your pedal assist modes. And guys, the Vetanya Alligator is going to be sitting right around $1,600, give or take. So for the price, you are getting a lot for the bike. A lot of quality. Like I said, this thing is it's a big bike, and it's beefy. It feels very quality, especially for the price, once again, and it's very versatile. You can buy all kinds of things for it, like I said, attachments, or you can just get it how it is. If you like a bigger, taller e-bike, this is definitely going to be an option for one to put on your list, that's for sure. So one last test we're going to do, guys, before we are done. We're going to go ahead and unlock the suspension in the front and go in this dirt really quick so I can see what it feels like. I've already ridden this thing off-road, and it feels very smooth for being a hardtail. And what hardtail means, for any of you guys that don't know, is it does not have any suspension in the back, just the front. But this does a very good job with the giant wheels and suspension in the front, keeping it nice and smooth even when you are off-road. So I'm gonna go ahead and close my visor here so we don't get a bunch of dust in here. So yeah, if you're gonna be going on any trail riding or anything like that, this bike is going to have no issues doing that for you guys. Another thing worth noting is I do believe this bike has cruise control. So if you're going to hold the throttle in one position for a while, it is going to lock your speed there for you. And another thing as well is depending on what pedal assist mode you have it in, the throttle is going to react accordingly. So if you're in one pedal assist mode, your throttle is really only going to take you about 12 miles an hour. And if you are in 5, it's obviously going to max out. So keep that in mind. This thing has plenty of torque. You can literally burn out, do donuts in the dirt if you'd like. It has the power, it has the torque. I've noticed that from the get-go. But yeah, guys, off-road right now feels great, nice and smooth, and I really don't have any complaints for it being off-road. It can handle off-road, it can handle on-road. It seems like it can pretty much handle it all. So again, guys, with all of that being said, I give this bike a big 2 thumbs up for sure. This thing definitely, for the price, feels good. I like it. Again, for me, it's nice and smooth. Its versatility is there on off-road. There's a lot of accessories you can buy, like I said. So if you are looking in the range of $1,500 to $2,000 for an e-bike, definitely put the Vetanya Alligator on the list, or any of their other models. So I'll have the link in the description for you guys to check out. If I can get a discount for you guys, you'll see it in the description. But again, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. If you're interested, like I said, everything's in the description, and I will see you guys on the next ride.